Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of IXION. In the last episode, we had lots of weather chaos and more kind of solar panel breaking and things like that, because we actually have where the station is now vulnerable to electromagnetic stuff and weather conditions and things over here. So as you can see, this weather system is kind of moving through here, and we're a bit stuck over here. It's been a few days, and that's why I'm just kind of recapping myself while I'm recapping you a little bit on this. So what I wanted to do is get a fair bit of batteries in play, build enough batteries so at least 4 sectors will have backup power for 5 cycles. So we've got 1. We still need 3 more, so we are building batteries at the moment. And then we want to move out this way and come and collect more science over here and see what's going on with these things, get our science ship in going. We've lost a lot of ships due to weather conditions over here. But one of the things that we will have to do is actually come over here and pick up some of these cryopods once we have the ability to do so. So if the weather doesn't move away, we'll have to bring the Tycoon back and park it close by so that we can quickly load them up. That's also a bit of a good way of just making sure that it's done very quickly. So let's get back into things over here. I'm working on batteries. Yes, so there's one. We can slot one in there. Okay, so let's make a start on that. And let's unpause the game so that can happen. There's still lots of people being unfrozen at the moment. Oh, and we have got enough now to build this. So we don't have any silicone. So we need to be a little bit sparing with our electronics. We're also running out of alloys. So, I mean, it's not out, but we need to just be a little bit cautious with that. Let's build one and see what that actually does. I think we're going to have to do it between every sector. So there we go. There goes the train. So at least those things will start moving a little bit quicker. We'll see whether that can help. Going all the way over here to sector 4, we're slowly building up some more residential space over here. I believe we've got... we can't actually rotate. We've got a mess hall and 1 demotic corridor. Only 1? No, we have 2, right? Yeah, 2 demotic quarters over here, and I'm planning on building some cell housing as well. We just need to make sure that we've got more demotic quarters so that we can maintain that positive happiness over there. Okay, so we are building batteries. Batteries are being built over here and over there. We should... we do have plenty of water still, so that's all good. Food is being picked up fairly quickly. Got a few of those guys ready to go. There's still some ice available in here, which is great also. We can probably start moving that out at some stage. And we are busy working our way through the iron. Oh, actually, we're working our way through the iron fairly quickly. That's an interesting one. Do we have any iron stored up anywhere here? No, not really. So the last bits and pieces of iron is coming from there. There's nowhere else for these polymers to be going. So what I may do is I may switch that off for a little while and see if we can't deal with that for the time being. Do we have any iron? Yeah, we've got a little bit of iron over there. So let's just make sure that we are moving our iron back to sector 2, and that is what's happening. So as soon as... So yeah, for some reason it's not actually moving out. Is it because something is switched off?
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Okay, what was that? So let's just see. Okay, we'll fix that one, no problem. And in sector 1, we'll fix that one, no problem. We've got a spare, so it's not the end of the world, that one. That's been built, so what I'll do now is I will go ahead and clear out these 2. That should be more than sufficient still. Is that a demotic quarter over there? It is. So at some point I might move that if we need to, but yeah, let's just fix all of these accident prone areas. So we want to build batteries there. That'll get us close. We need another battery at least over here, right? Is it all fully loaded? Sector 3 is still busy loading. So if we needed another battery over here, I'm going to constantly be pausing it just a little bit so that we don't run into any more trouble. So that's not enough batteries. Oh, what I wanted to do actually, I was in the process of actually clearing this out. There we go. And we can build the road like that. Well, or remove it altogether. But anyway, let's just do that. And at the same time, we can then quickly start at least clearing out some of that and see. We definitely don't need these insect farms anymore. So let's start dismantling them. Oh, this one probably doesn't have a... Anyway, let's dismantle that one too. I'm not sure if it's going to have access. Yeah, I don't know if that has access. Yeah, I think that's a problem. That is a problem. So let's build a little section there so they can actually get to it. Get some polymers out of that again. We are running through this very quickly. We need to move. Okay, maybe we should. Sector 1 is now specialized in the space rank. Okay, well that's good. What does that actually mean for us? So if we go to policies, we can actually see docking bays load and unload resources 30% faster. Hull repair is 10% more efficient. Okay, well let's leave it that way then. Let's leave it that way first then. Oh, here we go. I think it's because I don't know why. Anyway, let's build some extra batteries. We need to be a little mindful that our alloys will start to run out. Batteries are pretty pricey. Let's just build the one and see how that goes. Yeah, we need to be mindful. Our alloys are going to be a big problem. We need to move. We need to move ASAP. Yeah, we can't stay any longer. What's going on? Why aren't you moving this stuff? I don't need you to go there. I need you to fill that up. There we go. It's a bit buggy, this thing, because just get it there so we can make use of it. This is pretty good. This area here, we are still doing some research as well at the moment. We would really ideally like another... Yeah, we would ideally like another battery over here as well. But we just don't necessarily have it. So technology kinetic compensation jacks have been unlocked. Can't remember what that was. Kinetic compensation jacks. Was it in here? I have no idea. Thermal. It was definitely, I can't remember what it was where we did that upgrade. It's interesting, so we can't actually go back. Get out of here. The technology kinetic compensation jacks has been unlocked. I have no idea what that was. We could do better batteries, battery capacities by 10%. That's actually not a bad idea, considering we need that. Let's jump into researching that one. We do have a bit of room there. Was it this one? No, we've got this already. All of these things. We do have the nuclear power plant, which we need to sort out still. It wasn't over here. We've got that one already. Something over here. Kinetic compensation jack. So what does this do? The hull takes 20% less damage from impacts. Okay. Then the reinforced steel cladding. The hull deterioration while moving is reduced by 10%. I'll go into doing that one next. We do need those batteries to get sorted out. But yes, anyway, we need to move now. We need to move straight away. So I think I'll do that. We should have sufficient battery power in all sectors. Wow, 8 to move us through to the other side. So let's. The melon is picking up science over here, but so let's get the melon back to the tycoon, please. Okay, so let's.
The ship has been destroyed by a space weather event.
That's ridiculous, really. Okay, well, anyway, let's move the tycoon and get it over here. 5.4 cycles. Okay, wow, that's a bit of a stretch to get here then. But anyway, we're gonna do that. Let's do that. Start the move. It's okay. And as soon as we start the move, what I'll do is I'll go and switch off a few things in our various areas so we can just get it up to 5 cycles. So what I'll do is I'm gonna just drop one of these off. I'll switch off this one. And, well, since this is not working, I may as well switch off this one too. There we go. That gives us 6 cycles there. We've got 3.7 there. One is being built. There's a lot of stuff that's active. What I can do is I can start switching off this and that. And is this thing being built yet? Oh, it's there. Sector 1 has a train. I don't know what that means, but we'll go back and have a look at that in the not too distant future. Let's keep it paused for a second while we quickly look at what else we can switch off here. We need a fair bit more stuff here, actually. We can't switch off any of this stuff. Could we maybe switch off one of them? Yeah, we can. Let's switch off one of them. They don't take a lot of power, though. That's it. I can switch off one of these, I believe. So that gives us... Well, let's switch off this one. So we'll get just the one around there. What we can do is we can... well, we can switch off these. Let's switch off 2 of them. Let's switch off this one. There's a fair bit of stuff here. We may as well build another one. So this one, I'm probably going to lose power. How much power does this take? Do I switch it off? Yeah, let's switch that one off. 4.5. Ooh, switching this off. How much do we have? Okay, let's switch. Oh, we can't switch it off. Okay, that's interesting. Can we switch this one off? Only 5 power, though. Is that really going to be useful? These things, can we switch off any of them? I don't think so. We need them. Yeah, so we're in a bit of a spot of trouble here. I'll leave one of them on. We've got this one. So let's just do this. We don't actually use the polymers. Let's just switch one of them on. 4.8. Oh, we can switch off these two. Well, switch off one of them. Gives us 4.9. We can actually, what we'll do is let's switch off this one as well. And that means we can switch off that one and probably this one because they're not actually doing anything. There we go. Now, oh, beautiful. There we go. That's an easy one. This one is good. This one needs a little bit more switching off. We have a fair bit of water available in the system. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and switch that off. We'll switch this one off. We don't need it anymore. Because we've switched those off, we'll also switch this off. We've got food available and some of those. We've got a battery still being, well, trying to be charged here. And what we can do, this has already been switched off. Yeah, we can't really switch off any more of that unless we want to say, let's switch off one of these. I think that's okay. It's probably okay to switch off one of those. And is that it? Anything else we can switch off? Well, let's go about switching off another one of these. We're not actually actively building something. Oh, but this guy needs it. So, and that needs it. So there we go. I think that's about what we can switch off over here. So this one may lose a little bit of power. This one is all fine. So that's it. Let's just make our way to the other side. Let's speed the flight up a little bit. So one is probably going to lose power over here. Sector 3 there is probably going to lose power. We don't have enough batteries there. Do we know how long it's going to take till we get there? Yeah, we need to get out of that and start exploring again. We'll need to build new ships. At least we've got polymers ready to go to do that. And first things first is we need to find more iron so we don't run out of alloys. That's going to be a bit of a challenge. Can we just speed this a little bit further? Moving to depressurized R&D district. That sounds reasonable. Here we go. So we see the colony here is still generating some science. So we'll see about going back and picking up the science. I should have just left the melon there, to be honest. I don't think you can move and leave the melon there. Just thinking. Oh, maybe you can. Maybe you can. Yeah. Definitely can. It's just when you use the IXION engine that you can't do that. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Will it last? It seems like it might last. I think we're close. It's going to be very tight.
Entering debris field.
Yep. So again, we're going to have some of those other issues here. And we should have arrived. There we go. Half a cycle left. Excellent. Good stuff. We didn't actually lose anything. So let's quickly switch some stuff back on again. We'll switch that on. Switch this on. We have sufficient power to switch on most of it. Let's switch on this and that. Don't need that one on. We'll switch that one on so we can clear the ice there. We'll switch this one back on. That's okay. The rest, we can kind of just let it be for the time being. Didn't switch off anything over here. Definitely want to get the probe back on. We don't need any of those just yet, but we'll see what we can do. Over here, I'd like to start clearing out some people. Yes, again. So let's switch off on a few of these things. We want to have access to that. Don't need that one on. Definitely want this one back on as quickly as we can. And anything else? Oh, I can switch that one on just in case. We'll switch this one on and we'll switch that one on. So we'll work through our stuff a little bit quicker. I don't want to do that. Just want to get out of this view. I'll switch this back on. We'll probably need to switch that back on. Let's go out here. Before we do anything further, let's see about sending out a probe to find us very close by iron. And I find real big chunks of iron very close by. That seems reasonable to me. I'll come back. I'll just have a little bit of a further look around here. Ooh, no, that's the one. Send it out straight away. We'll get the probe out there, and let's just see what do we have in terms of fleet. We do have a mining vehicle, which I'm going to put onto iron straight away. And then we've got two of these guys, Kangaroo and Gluescap. We'll sort that out in a minute. What we can do, of course, that we know the Gluescap is going to go and pick that up because it's sector 2, where all of our mining is underway. I mean, our production facilities are underway. The Gluescap is parked over here, so we can switch that bay on as well. That would work. So excellent. So get that out of the way. Let's get some iron going. We then need to pop in and build. Yeah, so that's the Vesuvio. What we'll do is we'll switch this one on and start building another science ship, please. Should have polymers come back in and build that. It takes 25 polymers, so that'll take a little bit of time to get things through here. There's the train. The train is doing stuff. What can we see here? Speed. What does this actually mean? If I pause it, I don't know what this means. Speeds up crew transfer. Oh, it says the sector is active. Sector 1 is active. I honestly, Sector 1 has a train. Also allows the expansion of some buildings' influence in sectors. Okay, we'll slowly build up a little bit more of that. We are surrounded by corpses again over here. We're building our science ship. Hopefully we can find...
A probe has completed its scan.
Is this building? Yeah, this is building. Okay, we need to find another island another planet we can park against. Ooh, look at that. Nice. I need to, so that'll do us for the probe immediately. The next probe, once the probe is done, ooh, it's not done yet. Once the next probe is done, I want to find a planet somewhere where we can park, because I don't want to park here. I don't think we need to park here, so we can move it again and find a spot to park. But yeah, we definitely need to bring in a fair bit of iron. And to be honest, there's some silicone here as well. Just a little bit, but that's going to be okay to get us through a few more build pieces. What I'll do is I'll have to transfer the Kangaroo over to the other side. So let's do that for the time being. That's the Gluescap. Pop in here. Can I please unassign the Kangaroo, not dismantle, unassign. And then I would like to please put the Kangaroo in here as well. And then because the Kangaroo is now in Sector 2, we can also do iron using the Kangaroo. That's it. We'll leave it there for the time being. Let's just get a space vehicle. There's a probe ready. I mean, a science ship. So let's find ourselves a point of interest. Is there a point of interest around here somewhere? Solid state batteries. There seems to be a point of interest around there. We can obviously park over here. Okay, let's pause it while we quickly think about it. There's a lot of ice there. Any other points of interest? Oh, this might be even a better one for some of our existing spots here. So let's send out the probe that way to that point of interest. maybe we can move it out there instead of having to deal with things.
In the tycoon.
So many accidents, so many. DLS center in sector 2. Okay, so we're probably, we're happy enough, it seems. Happy enough. And water and stuff is coming back up, and we've got food, and that's all good. And we should be doing research. Yeah, research is currently underway, just to try and get our whole degradation down a little bit. Workshop has been disabled in sector 1 due to an accident. That's fine. How much do we have here? A lot of battery life here now, because we haven't switched that one back on. Oh, I need to do that. Right? Oh, it went out anyway. And this guy is bringing in 3 iron. Yeah, get the iron ready. Get the iron ready. That's the plan. Okay, good. Lots of accidents everywhere. Just trying to sort our way through that. And now we just need to make sure that we have... Yeah, we are out of iron. So iron is so important that we get our iron on board, and that we can sort out and move through these alloys again. Another probe, almost ready. No, not quite yet. Believe that is bringing in some iron. Right? No, yes, no, maybe. Okay. Algae farm has been disabled. The accidents are crazy, and they're all under... Ooh. We're neutral here? Why are we neutral here? What's the situation? From corpses floating outside? 3 from Demotic quarters. So what we need to do here is probably build a DLS center. Right? Let's have a bit of a look. If we wanted to... This looks pretty good. There's room for some more stuff over here. If we wanted to build ourselves... a DLS center. What is that going to cost us? We can do it. Can't fit there. Can fit over here, and that gives us... It can also fit over there, potentially. Because we can't build anything here, really. So maybe squeezing it into this spot is at least a good starting point. So let's do that. Let's give it a little bit of a road there, and let's build the DLS center so that we can maximize the stability. Well, actually, now it's fine. No idea how that works. I think some of it's still a little bit buggy. Okay, here we go. We found a planet. That's awesome. We need to move, I think. And then if we launch a probe, we want to find... There's a bit more to be gathered there. And there's another thing we can pick up here, so let's do that. There's a lot for us to come and mine now, so we don't have to worry too much. How much? You have 33, you have... What? Only 3? No. 27. That's okay. So the iron will be going back in, and we should be able to sustain ourselves. Do we have a ship ready to go? Or we're still slowly building it? Slowly building it. Oh, no, yeah, there we go. It's being built now. So what will it be called? We'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, I believe it's done. Should tell me something, right? No? Yes, no, maybe. Come out here. The professor. Ooh, I like it. I'm liking it. Okay, so send the professor... over there, so we'll start picking up some science. Professor, I like it.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
That's good. We'll pick up a little bit of science first before we go in and do the mission. Technology has stopped, right? We've done our technology side of things. So we've sorted out the whole piece, and this is steel fiber patches. The whole deterioration whilst moving is reduced by 20%. It's probably worth us doing that. So let's go ahead and research that one also. And then, is there anything else we can do? Tycoon moves faster. That will save us energy as well. That will save us some energy too. Stanford Initiative workshops now automatically repair buildings. That's not a bad idea either, but I don't think we're getting that much value out of it. Integrated storage bays gives us 10% more storage space, which is overall not bad either. Disruptive study protocol size generated during exploration is increased by 10%. That's not a bad one to grab. I don't mind the speed as much. Science during exploration, it's even more. I might add that one up so that we maximize our science a little bit. And then we'll need to. Well, there'll be plenty of science to be picked up. So let's sign that one in there so we can maximize what we're actually getting from it. Okay, keep going on that. Got the batteries here. Actually, a fair bit of battery, but we don't have everything on here now. So the iron is coming in. I can go ahead and switch this one back on again. I think that should be fine. We'll have the working conditions going. I believe we're sending all of our workers, all of our people over here to actually. So once we get to a point, we'll need to build another one. Let's just double check what this guy is actually doing. It's sending workers to Sector 3 and non-workers is staying in Sector 1. That's basically what's happening at the moment. It's not the end of the world. The probe has completed its scan and found a new point of interest. Let's pop out and see what that's like. So there's another planet here. We don't have anything there until we get a science ship there. Similarly over here, we need a science ship to get there. The science ship is almost done clearing out some stuff here. Excellent. So that's been done. Let's pop in and see. Summary of data on Etamananki wreckage. Our sensors have identified part of the Etamananki adrift in the Croc system. Initial readings show no thermal activity, power signatures, or identifiable signs of life. This is the crew of the Professor. This section of wreckage is massive. We believe it's the remains of a research and development district. The laboratories we've seen look virtually destroyed, but we did find an intact security room. A sign above its entryway reads Orni 8. To access the room, we need power from the Tyqqun via the RTP. Unfortunately, specific accreditation is also required to open the room's armored door. The neighboring residential area has collapsed, making the balance of this area unstable. We have spotted some emergency cryopods within the debris, though it doesn't look like there was enough time for a full evacuation. Search the residential area. I think let's search the residential area first. But it is saying it's unstable, right? Accreditation is also required. The neighboring residential area is collapsed, making the balance of this area unstable. Oh, the residential area has partially collapsed. The exoskeletons of Professor's crew will prove useful in mitigating risk. Our team will try to locate signs of possible survivors. I'll go and do that one first, and maybe we'll get some stuff there to help us out a little bit. Is this thing still moving? Doesn't seem to be the case, but we will have to come back and pick up these people. I didn't quite realize it'll be an issue for us, but we'll see what we can do. We are still doing science. We're getting more stuff. We've got a fairly healthy population going on. Sector 2. Are we running a policy in Sector 2? Let's just have a quick look here. Are we overfeeding people? It's very happy. There's a food policy in place. It's generous food. I think I'm going to go back on this. And just make sure our food lasts a little bit longer instead. Yeah, we're happy enough. We're happy enough all over. So it should be okay. Our ice is still good. So food should really not be a problem. To be honest, we've got more food than we can actually handle here. And we do need to keep it fully loaded. So let's just make sure we're moving food on to all of our other areas. So there's a fair bit of food storage. Oh, actually, no, I'd like to keep this one as small as... This one needs to be... Yeah. Let's just go back to 80 there. And the others we want to try and keep full. Let's send a little bit more food to Sector 2. Get it up to about 180. Actually, we can do 190. I just want to make sure we've got a fair bit of food everywhere. And we'll keep moving it through so that we don't leave it in the farms. Yeah, so we don't really need to change that policy, but I think ultimately try and do a better job with our food. Okay, we need silicone as well at some point. We need to be building more ships. So we've got a lot of the stuff over here. So what I'll do is I'll actually build the ships here. So we don't have to move this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build... Okay, we don't have the spare workers to do that, though. We do. We do have the spare workers to do that. But yeah, we probably need a little bit more. We'll see, deal with that. Let's build yet another science ship over here. And then probably another miner as well. Would be okay. Once we move the science ship to the other side, once we get that built, we'll then build the others, the miner. We can move a probe through, so let's see about what else we can find in terms of... We do need ice, though. Can we find ice fairly close by to this? That's not bad. That's not a lot of ice, though. I'd rather find more ice. There's a big ice... There we go, that's the one. Let's send that one out and get some ice over there, just to make sure we've got ice ready to go when we need it. We can now probably switch this one back on as long as we've got enough workers, because the polymers are being used. So let's switch that on and start creating even more polymers. So I've cleared this out a little bit. Now things look a little bit easier over here. Got plenty of batteries, so now we can move in some more buildings. One of the things I was thinking we needed... I'm gonna go ahead and destroy that. We don't need that. We can send it off to that side. There's plenty of these guys. And then I was thinking, steel fiber patches has been researched. I was thinking we can move food somewhere else too. Shall I just continue moving one over there? So let's do that. Let's do build another here, make it food. And then once that's built, we'll move this one out, and then this will create a nice big area for us to, I think, build. And we'll have to put some hydrogen and things in here too. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good layout, actually. It's not obviously not perfect.
The science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, let's pop out there and see what the science ship is doing, and then that'll be the end of the episode. Let's pop in here. Say, there's still a lot of people there too. Now, what is happening? Most of what remains of the residential area is just shapeless metal. Children appear to have been locked in housing structures while adults turn to improvised weaponry in a fight against an unknown aggressor. Bodies that the team came across had either been crushed by debris or sliced by cutting laser. The team did find some intact cryopods and also located the quarters of the techno supervisor for the area. Higher in the rank, their dwelling was of a much larger size and filled with unknown technology. The security key has been recovered. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, excellent. So let's search the laboratories now. Now that we've got the security key, we should be able to search the laboratories. Okay, and that will be...
has completed its scan.
Okay, we found this. What I'll do is I'll just avoid this one for the time being, and we'll avoid that one. And this will be our only... source of ice. There's a big chunk of ice, so that'll be good. But guys, that'll do us for this episode. In the next one, we'll send out another probe and start look for more stuff and get another mining ship going, and get a few more ships doing their things. But I'll leave it there for the time being, and I will see you in the next episode. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. See you next time.